Hey guys, welcome back to Confessions of a Girl Boss. My name is Chrissy and I help women turn their passion into their business. Today I am coming at you with a Canva tutorial, so you won't be seeing my face today, but I wanted to show you exactly how I set up my Canva files for my digital products on Etsy. So this is the kind of finished product that we're going to be going for. I'm going to be showing you kind of a variation of all of the different pictures that I provide in my Etsy listings. Most of them are actually free. You don't need the pro version of Canva, but I will be showing you one pro version hack that I am pretty obsessed with. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started with the tutorial. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you do like these types of videos. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So to get started, you're going to want to go ahead and create a new design in Canva. So I make mine custom 2048 by 1576 pixels. So you're going to get this blank template. So I use the Elements tab a lot, and setting up your listings, you're probably going to do the same. So I take the square or rectangle element and I make little borders on my listing pictures. So I do this on the top and the bottom, and you obviously don't have to do this. It's very it's up to you. But then I go ahead and put my background in there. This is just my standard background for my branding for my sticker shop. And then something else I like to do is I like to do a little drop shadow on a lot of the stuff that I do on my listing photos. So to do that, I just duplicated, copy and pasted the rectangle that I did initially. I put it to the back and then I made it black and I made the opacity 25% just so it kind of looks more like a shadow. So I did this on the top and on the bottom, just so that I just feel like this helps it pop a little bit more, helps it look a little bit more like, I don't know, real, I guess. But yeah, it's obviously a personal preference. But then I go ahead and I change the color of the actual borders. So what I like about Canva is when you go in to change any of the colors, you'll see on the left-hand side here, it'll have a what's in your design kind of color template. So you can select either from your branding colors or any other color that would complement what's in the design that you're already working with. So I just went with this light pink here for this example. And then I go ahead and I put the title of my listing, and then I put the description. So for a weekly kit, I would put vertical weekly kit or notes page kit or anything like that. So next you can hit add new page and it'll actually duplicate the background for the page that you just did. And what's great is that you can actually download these as a group. So you're only doing one download, which is awesome. And then you can just upload it all together. So I just duplicated my borders on all of those other pages. Okay, so to set up our main listing picture, you're going to want to go ahead and go back to that Elements tab and go to the grid section. So this grid is essentially what you're going to use to drag and drop all of your designs into. So I just placed this grid in my design, and to set this up, you're going to have to kind of play around with it based on what your sticker sheets look like and stuff like that. But I just make this kind of a rectangle, a standard rectangle, and then you can go ahead and drag and drop your designs in there. So it's definitely not going to be perfect the first go around, but once you play around with it, it'll pretty much be foolproof, and then you can just drag and drop for every other listing that you're going to make. So like I said, you can drag and drop your sheet in there depending on how you want to lay it out. For my digital pictures, I like to show the entire sheet since they are printables. So I like to show exactly what you're going to get. So you can just change the dimensions up on this little grid section to fit your sheets. And then what I do is I just honestly copy and paste this however many times that I need for each sheet in the download. So like I said, this is very much a what is your preference sort of tutorial. So you might not want to lay out your sheets like this for your main picture, but this is just how I've chosen to do it. So yeah, it's very much like play around with it, see what's your style, see what you like best aesthetically, and kind of go from there. And then to finish off this picture, you can drag and drop all of the different designs into all of the different grid elements that you copied and pasted. So all of your sheets are there. So now I'm really quickly going to show you how you can lay out your other pictures. I'm going to use that same method with the grid and the dragging and dropping. So what I do is I like to show, like I said, the whole picture since they're printables. So you can either do it this way where you do the big grid on one sheet, or you can do the 2 grids and you can show each individual sheet if you are a physical sticker shop. So you just make a smaller rectangle and drag and drop and play around with it until your sheet fits in. I promise it is not this much work once you get your template down. It's very much drag and drop from then. But it is a little bit of work just to set it up in the beginning, but it's honestly not even that bad. When I was using Photoshop, it would take me so much longer using smart objects, and Canva just makes this so much easier and you get the same result. So yeah, just be patient with it and know that it's not this much work every time. So in this next picture, I'm going to show you how you can combine a real life photo with a digital mock-up. So this is a photo that I took, honestly, like probably a year ago, and I do have a sticker sheet on there. So I'm going to be using that exact same method. Like I said, you're going to be spending a lot of time in this Elements tab, and I'm just obsessed with this grid feature. So I place another rectangle down on there, I make it the size that I need it to be, and I drag and drop my sticker sheet in there. It is literally that easy, you guys. And you can change this out and make it look like you have a different sheet on your planner for every single picture. I personally love using this method because you can show scale, like how big your sticker sheets are compared to a pretty popular planner. And for me, you can also show that you can cut out your sheets to kind of be those standard sheets, especially if they're printables. Like I said, that's what I do. So yeah, especially if your initial photo has good lighting, I think it's kind of hard to tell that it's not like a real sticker sheet sitting on the planner. So I love doing this method. Definitely try it out. You can even use a stock photo if you want. There are tons of stock photo websites that you can use that have like flat lays with planners on them. So definitely give it a try. So the next feature is the only pro feature I'm going to be talking about, but this is about removing the background. So with the Pro Canva subscription, you can remove the background from any photo. So I took this real life photo of a planner that I took, and I just selected the remove background, and I have a planner now on its own. I use this feature all the time, particularly in my thumbnails, and I absolutely love it. So from this planner picture, you can again use that grid. You can place a grid on top, and you can drag and drop a sticker sheet in there, or as I'm showing you in this example, this is basically to show like how my notes pages work, because I feel like some of my notes pages like need explanation, and I'm obsessed with this feature. I love Canva Pro. I think it's totally worth it, and like just for this feature alone, honestly. So the last idea I'm going to share with you is how to show some more details on your sticker sheets up close. So I'm going to again use the grid element, I told you guys, I love the grids. So you want to place a grid in there and just drag it to whatever kind of position you want it to be in. I'm going to add an arrow in here. I'm going to show you the finished product in a second, but I just like to add certain elements to kind of make my listing pictures stand out a little bit better. And Canva has a ton of stuff on their website for free that you can use, and it's really awesome. So go ahead and just drag your sticker sheet into that little grid. I just went ahead and I rotated this 90 degrees before I dragged it in. So that is also an option for you. But once you drag that in, you just go ahead and you double click on the grid, and then you drag your actual sheet out so that it shows more detail. So that's how you can show kind of like more detail of your sheets. So that is it on how I create my listing photos with Canva. You can see some more options here that are super easy to do. Like I said, it does take some work to get them kind of set up, but once you have them set up, you are never going to look back from using this method. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to keep on learning, go ahead and click those other 2 videos right there, and I will see you Wednesday. Bye.